Imagine risking your life just to hear a scrap of news from the outside world. For the prisoners of Sobibor, every whisper from beyond the camp's fences was a lifeline. A fragile thread connecting them to hope, to family, and to the possibility that the nightmare might one day end. In 1943, deep inside the barbed wire hell of Sobibor, a secret radio did more than bring hope. It lit the fuse for one of history's boldest uprisings. The camp was a place of constant fear, where every day could be your last, and the guards watched for the slightest sign of rebellion. Sobibor was one of Nazi Germany's deadliest extermination camps. Most people sent there never left. The camp was designed for one purpose: death on an industrial scale. Trains arrived daily, packed with men, women, and children, almost all of whom were murdered within hours. But a handful of prisoners, mostly Polish Jews, refused to give up. Despite the overwhelming odds, they clung to each other and to the faintest glimmer of hope, searching for any way to resist. They stole bits of copper, scavenged from discarded engines and wiring, and pieced together a crude radio right under the guards' noses. Every part was a risk. If caught, the punishment was certain death. But the need for news, for connection, was stronger than fear. Huddled in darkness, they tuned the radio with trembling hands, straining to catch faint signals through the static. Each broadcast was a miracle, a stolen moment of freedom in a world built to crush their spirits. With every risky tuning, these prisoners caught whispers from the outside, news of the Red Army pushing back, rumors of revolts in other camps, and, most crucially, proof that the Nazis were losing. The radio became their secret weapon, a source of information and inspiration. That secret radio became oxygen for the soul. It spread hope like wildfire. Word of victories and resistance outside the camp gave the prisoners something the Nazis could never fully take away: the belief that change was possible. The radio's messages didn't just lift spirits, they sparked action. Prisoners began to meet in secret, whispering plans and sharing news. The idea of escape, once unthinkable, started to feel real. But it did more than that. It convinced the prisoners escape was possible. The knowledge that others were fighting back, that the Nazi war machine was faltering, gave them the courage to risk everything. They knew they weren't alone. Across Europe, others were resisting, surviving, and even winning small victories. That sense of solidarity was a powerful force. So in October 1943, led by Alexander Pechersky, a Soviet POW, prisoners hatched a plan: kill the guards, overpower the rest. The plan was daring, almost impossible, but it was their only chance, and burst through the fence to freedom. Every step was a gamble, every second a fight for survival. On October 14th, the plan erupted into action. The camp, usually a place of silence and terror, was suddenly alive with chaos and hope. Prisoners lured Nazi officers to workshops, killed them quietly, then armed themselves with whatever tools they could grab. Every moment was a test of nerves and resolve. Chaos exploded, sirens blared, bullets flew, but about 300 prisoners made it past the wire and into the woods. The forest became their sanctuary, even as danger still lurked at every turn. The radio, now silent, had done its job. It had given them the courage to act, to believe in a future beyond the camp. It's easy to forget how something as small as a radio could change everything. In a world stripped of dignity and hope, even the faintest signal could ignite a revolution. But inside Sobibor, that hidden device didn't just bring news, it sparked rebellion. It was a symbol of resistance, a beacon in the darkness. Only around 50 escapees would survive the war, but their story echoes through history as proof of courage, hope, and the power of connection. Their bravery reminds us that even in the darkest places, the human spirit can endure and fight back. If you want more untold stories from history's darkest hours, make sure to subscribe.